What's up, guys? I was talking to one of our members. He was talking about a breakdown on his vehicle, and that is a very relatable scenario, okay? I've been through a lot of breakdowns. A lot of us have been in the industry for a while, have gone through a lot of breakdowns. When you understand that is part of the business, you are going to have your truck go down. It might be your only vehicle. My work truck was my only vehicle, okay? Keep in mind that I have my wife and daughter. It was my only vehicle for several years. After my first work truck, okay, this is number 4. After my first work truck, this is number 4 on year 6. 6 leaf season, fifth mowing season. You get the point. 4th work truck. So the first one had AC. It was good. We didn't have a baby yet. Shortly after having a baby, that one went down. The transmission went down. So 3rd gear went out, and I was faced with, well, replacing the transmission is almost expensive as buying a new truck. So what I did, boom, kicked it out, bought another one. And I was broke, very, very broke. I scrounged together $600. Keep in mind that I just had a baby. We just moved again. I mean, money was real tight. I hadn't figured out anything about business, so there was no savings. There was nothing. And the whole time I've been in business, the only income in the household has been the business. My wife doesn't work. That was one of my main goals, was keep her at home if she wants to be home. If she wanted to be a stay-at-home mother, that's good. She's got Crohn's disease. I want her to be comfortable. If you don't know anything about it, it makes it very uncomfortable for people, especially if they're in a working place. I always saw that as something that was hard for her when she was working at a factory job, and I saw that daily and what a struggle it was for her. So at one point in time, I said, this is my goal. I want to keep her at home if she wants to be home. She enjoyed that. Now she works for me in the office, and I love it. So anyways, first truck went down. Boom. What do? Well, I don't have any money, so I scrounged together $600, and I bought a truck for $600. It was so the first one was an '06 Chevy with AC. Well, I haven't had AC in years, so that one's out. Then I got I think it was a '95, and it was ugly, beat up, tore up, matte black, a lot of dents, very, very loud. Okay, like I was on the highway. That truck lasted about a month, by the way. It was so loud that I couldn't hear when things went wrong on the highway. Okay, blew out a hose for the water pump. The water pump went out, something like that. Anyways, the engine got hot, and I knew at that point it was done. So, I know I'm familiar with trucks. I've had those Chevys my whole life. Anyway, so whatever. I let it cool off. I drive it home a little bit. Let it cool off. I drive it home a little bit. Let it cool off. Drive it home. By the time I got home, the head was warped. So then I go, well, I got to get something else. So I bought another Chevy. The reason why the transmission went out in the first truck is I got a new trailer. It's got expanded metal walls, and it's heavy. So burn out the transmission. It was only a six-cylinder, and just a small truck. Next truck, half ton. Third truck, half ton. I did the same thing, man. Blew out the transmission in that one. And it lasted about 6 months. It was a 94, 95 Chevy. So it was toast. This one, I said, well, I got to get something bigger so I'm not burning up transmissions or blowing heavy gaskets or this and that, working it too hard. So I bought an 85 C30. He wanted $3,800 for it, and I told him, I'll give you $2,000 now. And he said 21, so I gave him $2,100 for it. Okay, that truck's been very good to me. I've had it for several years. I'm going to keep it. Even after it's replaced, I'm going to keep it because it's cool, man. It's a classic. Hopefully I'll replace it with another classic, something a little older, and turn it into a mowing rig. You guys saw what I want in a mowing rig. Now, if I replace it with something newer, that's cool too. So that all depends on whether I stay in the truck or I position it for somebody else to take my place. I don't care. I make money either way. It's all positioning myself to grow down the road. So somebody else is going to get in the truck. I got to make sure everything's profitable. But the main thing is, I wanted to say, dude, you got to take account for how far you've come. Now, I'm not saying pat yourself on the back. I'm doing so good and I'm kicking ass. Now you want to understand that you've come a long ways. You've gone through a lot of hardships and struggles in your business. You know what I mean? You're going to keep going, but don't get complacent and go, man, I've come this way. Look at me. And plateau. I did that for a couple years. I'm like, everything's good. You know, I'm not hurting anything. So here's where I get comfortable, or here's where my comfort zone for doing good in business is. I always keep $100 in my pocket, or access to at least $100. Okay, keep that in my wallet. Because if I don't, then I'm in a scarcity mindset, and I start bidding real low because I'm like, shit, I need gas in the truck. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like keeping too much money in there, because then I'm like, don't want to do it. So you got to find that hunger zone. You need to be hungry. You need to treat it like you're broke all the time, but you have enough money that you can bid it at the right price. But when things are going good, use that as the time to figure out all the problems, so that when you get back to those hard times, you can really push and make some money during those times and not have the issue of, I'm just keeping my head afloat. So, like I talked about winter being a mini recession. That's cool, because that's going to let you know what it's going to be like when there's an actual recession. You want to know how you are in a recession, watch yourself in the winter. If you are hustling like crazy, if you're killing it, like you're going in for a kill, if you're a hunter, like I'm a hunter, I know I'm not going to starve during a recession, because I will go out and kill some shit, bring it back home. Okay, and that's not bragging. That's saying like, I didn't have the option for financing in my business. This isn't a pity me. Oh, my life is so terrible. No, I'm glad for these things. It used to piss me off for years that I didn't have. I didn't have financing, but now I see it as one of the most beneficial factors in my business, one of the most beneficial assets for my growth, and doing it right. What has actually made me last. Okay, now, is it beneficial for my growth? No. Financing would have been great because I could have got the right equipment, I could have grown. What I mean is, if I would have had access to financing, I wouldn't have bought what I needed. I would have bought what I wanted, and what I wanted was not what I needed. Just start taking account. Like, if you want to know how far you've come and feel good for a second, like if you're beating yourself up because you're looking at the Joneses, looking at the other lawn care companies, and you got envy, right? This is something I used to do in the beginning, and it blew me away the first time I did it. And it was just cleaning my truck. I'd take all this stuff out of my truck bed, and it was a disaster the first couple of years. It still is from time to time. But I took all these tools out, lay them out on the lawn because I'm sorting it out, and put all my stuff out there, the mowers and everything else. I got a lot more than I thought I did. Come a lot further than I thought I had. And every year I've kind of done that, and it really helped. So you see everything that you have, how far you've come, and it really goes, wow, okay, now I'm ready to go to the next stage. I'm ready to go to the next stage. Don't get complacent and go, well, look how far I've come. This is pretty nice. Because then you'll never move forward, but go, look how far I've come. I don't have to envy those guys. They went through the same crap too, okay? They all went through it. You don't know how long they've been in the game. You don't know what struggles they've had. You talk to a big company and say, man, my truck went down. You know what they're going to say? Yep, it's part of the business. Get used to it. You will get numb to it. Now you'll learn the maintenance, or where to take it to, how to shorten your downtime. You'll learn that stuff. But I mean, in the beginning, these little breakdowns, they seem massive. Dude, Blake seen me freak out about the transmission. The clutch went out in my truck last year. Damn it. You know what I mean? You're down for a couple days. You know you're down. And you're broke when it happens. You're always broke when you have a breakdown. But don't sweat it, man. It gets to where you're numb, you're battle hardened, you're ready to go. You just keep going. When hard times come up, I'm hard. I'm ready to go. Say I'm a juggernaut. You need to feel good about yourself. If you're confident in yourself and certain in yourself, and you know you're hard, you can handle this, you're not soft, when a hardship comes up, when a tough time comes up, you got it. You know you can conquer. It's all good. Let's watch some videos.